In this video, I'm going to show you how I clean and maintain my Monport laser and then give you my opinion on my experience with the laser so far. After running the laser for a while, it's important to clean the focus lens and the mirrors because the laser burns the material, so smoke particles will get into the air around the laser bed, and therefore they will also sit on the focus lens and on the mirrors. So first we're going to take off the laser head and then clean the lens and the first mirror. So the focus lens is kept in place by this ring here, which you can unscrew. Now be very careful here, because when I first did this, I didn't realize that the lens in here was very loose, so you can just throw it out. It drops out like this with this ring. And the first time I did this, I didn't do it on a table, and it dropped to the ground and I broke the first lens. So I had to order a replacement. This is the lens, and now I use some glasses cleaner, lens cleaning fluid, and a Q-tip to clean it. I've only used it 2 or 3 times, this new one, and there's already residue on it. So I think you really have to do this quite frequently. The manual says to do it daily. I thought that was a bit over the top, but looking at how much smoke residue there's already on it, it might actually be necessary to do it quite often. Now these are cotton pads, very soft. It specifically says not to use paper towels because they might scratch the surface. So now it's clean again. In it goes. It's a bit hard to drop it straight. Now, a white plastic ring, and then we screw it tight. Not too tight, obviously. Like that. And now we can reattach it. Now we're going to clean this mirror. In the laser, this is the third mirror because the laser beam starts here. The first mirror sits there, the second one sits there, and here's the third. So it sits in here at this angle. And again, I'm going to use a Q-tip and lens cleaning fluid to reach in here. I don't want to unscrew the whole thing because then I would have to adjust the mirror quite extensively, which I try to avoid at the moment. We do the same for the second mirror here. Same for the one at the back. After cleaning, we're now going to check if the mirrors are still properly aligned. For that, I use a piece of painter's tape, put it in a certain spot, then you can make a pulse, just one pulse with the laser, and then by the position of the hole, you can check if the mirror is properly aligned. So the mirror sits here at an angle, and when I put the tape here, I don't actually touch the mirror. That's important. You don't want the sticky side of the tape on the mirror. You just want this in front of the mirror. So now we make sure that the maximum power of the laser is at max 15%. That's okay. If it's not, we can change it here, but 15 is okay. Enter. Minimum power 10%, that's also okay. And now we hit one pulse. We got a mistake. I forgot to hit the control switch. And now we hit one pulse. Now the laser fired, and we check the tape. And you can see the hole is nicely at the center there. That's what we want. If the alignment was wrong, then these screws are for adjusting the mirrors. To be honest, I don't want to do that now because it's quite a bit of work to get them to align properly. So I don't want to mix mine up now that they're fine. But you can do that with these screws and some fiddling. And of course, there's another mirror and another one at the back where you do the same, what I just showed you, just by going from the back or going in from the side here by unscrewing the side pan. Another bit of maintenance that you might want to do occasionally is lubricate the screws here that raise and lower the bed. So these are fairly well lubricated at the moment in my case, but you just take some regular grease and lubricate them so that the movement still stays smooth. So that concludes my review, my setup process. So what's my opinion? What do I think? What's the final verdict? I have to say I'm impressed by the build quality. Everything looks very well made. There is nothing that I can see that's somehow sloppy or whatever. And it seems a very powerful and capable laser. That being said, I had some trouble getting into that because I think this laser is not made for people without experience. And I didn't have any experience with industrial lasers. So if you get one of them, I think you can get into the industrial laser category for fairly good money, but you have to be willing to work your way into it. So the manual could be improved. Some of the explanations could be improved. Everything I think is made for people who already know how to work an industrial laser. You have to work your way into light burn, which is not as easy as some other laser tools, but once you learn it, it's a really powerful tool. I'm happy I worked my way into light burn because now I use light burn for everything. But as I said, it's a great laser. You have to be willing to spend your time, and then I think you can get a lot out of it for decent money. If you're not willing to do that, or if you think that's too hard, then this category of laser is probably not for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. You learned something. I surely learned a lot about this laser. I'm very much looking forward to using it more in the future. See you in the next video. Bye bye.